Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to see about the subtotal function. The subtotal function doesn't only means that we are finding the total of some values, it means that we can use this function to get data about any aggregate function also. The aggregate function means functions like min, max, total, average, things like that. Okay, so let's start with an example. So in our example, we have some candy flavors, mango, lychee, and guava. We have the months when they were sold, and we will have the quantities in which they were sold. Okay, so let's say we have a scenario where you want to get the total, average, max, and min of your filtered quantity just by selecting the filter. So, for example, if I select mango, it this data should pop up here saying what was the total sold, what was the average, what was the max sold, and what was the min sold. Similarly, for example, if I select any month, maybe I want to see the sales of let's say July, of these 3 months. Okay, so I have these 3 months, and so when I see this data, it should populate the total that was sold in these months, the average, the max, and the min that was sold in these months. Okay, so let's start with the formula. So the formula is equal to subtotal. So as you see, the description about subtotal is that it returns a subtotal in a list or database. So I select subtotal. Now it asks me for a number. So for example, for average, the number is 1, count number is 2, max number is 4, sum is number 9, and we have all these functions, var, standard deviations. Okay, so let me say for total I will use sum. So that is number 9. 9, comma. Then it asks for the reference. What is my reference data? So my reference data is this quantity. Okay, and I close braces. I hit enter. So currently, because there are no filters applied, so it gives me the total of these quantities. Similarly, for average, I'll say subtotal. For average, the number is 1, 1, comma, my list, enter. For max is equals to subtotal. For max, the number is 4, 4, comma, the list, bracket close, enter, is equals to subtotal. For min, the number is 5, 5, comma, the list I have, and I hit enter. Okay, so my values are populated. So currently the reference for my values are these cells. Now let's say for mango, I choose my flavor as mango. You see, the data is updated. Now again and again, I don't have to find the total, average, max, and min upon filtering. This will auto populate the data. So this is the benefit when we use subtotal. Mango, if I want two flavors, mango and guava, it populates it. It gives me the total, which is 220. It gives me the average, which is 20, the max unit sold, that was 35, the minimum unit sold, that was 5. So that was for the candy flavor. Now if we can also filter it using the month. So if I want to see what was the unit sold in the first quarter, the first quarter starts in April, that is April, May, June. So I say April, May, June. So I get the data for first quarter. This is my first quarter, and this is the data of the units sold. So it says I sold 120 units, 20 was the average, max was 30 units, and the minimum quantity I sold was 10 units. So you see how useful is subtotal when we are just filtering on our data. So we have to give the reference list which has all the numerical values. We have to give the function number, one for average, and the different numbers we have. And then we can filter this list using any other column. In my case, I had two columns, candy flavor and months sold, and then I can get the data according to my filtering. So this is a very useful function of subtotal when we are analyzing something on the go and we don't want to again and again apply formulas based on different filterings in different columns. I hope this is very useful for you. This is a very useful function. If you have any questions, then let me know in the comment section. I will definitely answer your questions. And please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a good day. Bye bye.